A cold breeze swept through the empty park as Ayan sat alone on the bench, staring at the flickering streetlights. He had always been an introvert, but lately, loneliness had become his only companion. Life had never been this silent before. As a child, he had friends, laughter, and dreams. But as he grew older, life took people away. Some moved on, some got too busy, and some simply stopped being there. He had tried to fill the void with books, movies, and social media, but none of it replaced the warmth of a real conversation or the comfort of someone who truly cared. One evening, as he scrolled through endless posts of people sharing their happy moments, he sighed, feeling more disconnected than ever. "Why does everyone have someone except me?" he whispered to himself. His routine was predictable. Work, eat, sleep, repeat. The same lonely cycle, day after day. He had convinced himself that maybe he was just meant to be alone. Maybe some people were. But deep inside, a small voice kept telling him, this isn't living. This is just existing. One day, as he walked home from work, he noticed a small cafe he had never paid attention to before. The warm glow inside contrasted with the chilly evening outside. Through the window, he saw a group of strangers laughing, sharing stories, and enjoying each other's company. For a moment, he hesitated, but something inside him pushed him forward. He took a deep breath and stepped in. The smell of fresh coffee and pastries filled the air. A few people glanced at him, but no one paid much attention. He felt out of place, but before he could turn around and leave, a barista smiled at him. "First time here?" she asked. Ayan nodded awkwardly. "Well, welcome. We have a little tradition here. If you're new, you get a free cup of coffee and a random conversation partner. No pressure, just a chat." Ayan hesitated. Talking to strangers was not his thing. But then he thought, what do I have to lose? He sat down across from a man named Rishi, who looked to be in his late 40s. "So what brings you here?" Rishi asked with a kind smile. Ayan shrugged. "Honestly, I don't know. Just tired of feeling alone, I guess." Rishi nodded knowingly. "I get it. Loneliness isn't just about being alone. It's about feeling invisible, like no one really sees you." Ayan was surprised. "Exactly." Rishi leaned back. "I was like that too. Spent years thinking no one cared. Then I realized I was waiting for people to find me, but I never tried finding them. So I started saying yes more. Yes to invites, yes to conversations, yes to small talk. And little by little, things changed." Ayan listened carefully. It made sense. He had built walls around himself, expecting someone to break them down. Maybe, just maybe, he needed to open the door instead. Over the next few weeks, Ayan pushed himself. He joined a book club, started talking to his colleagues, and even reconnected with an old friend. It wasn't easy. Some days he felt awkward, and some conversations felt forced. But slowly, he realized that people weren't as distant as he had thought. One evening, as he sat at the same cafe, this time surrounded by new friends, he smiled to himself. The loneliness he once feared so much wasn't as powerful anymore. Because in the end, loneliness isn't a life sentence, it's just a phase. And all it takes to break free is a little courage to say, "Hey, can I join?"